Typecast this into a list, this list. Print. Final result. Okay, I am printing this final result. I'm typecasting this particular map into list. Final result is this. This is result what? This is the square of the numbers. Square of 1, then square of 2, then square of 3. Okay, this is how Lambda works. Okay, you might not be using it too extensively, but this is what Lambda is. Okay, so this was returning an address. We converted into a map. So what is map? See, map, make an iterator that computes the function using argument from each iterable, stops when the short, I mean, you might not get this technical terms, but Lambda is stored at a memory address. So map, what it will try to do is it will try to map this address to another location, and then we can directly convert into list, and then we can directly get the answer. Okay, this is how maps work. We have another topic which is called as maps. I think we can cover this. Yeah, so what is a map function? So the map function applies to a given function to all items in an input list. Okay, all items or any other iterable input list, or it could be any iterable. So this Lambda is an iterable and returns a map object, an iterator. So it will return a map object. If you see, it returned a map object. Map object. This is particularly useful for transforming data in list comprehensively. So when we want to transform the data, right? So what we did here was we calculated the squares and then we converted into a list. Okay, so we transformed it. Although initially this was a list, but we are calculating the squares, right? This is not a directly list, right? This is not a list. So we wanted it to be a list. So we use a map function which mapped it, and then we finally converted into a list, and this was our result. So if I have this function, which will, what it will do, it will do a square of the given number. So def is a keyword, square is the function name, this is a parameter. I want to return multiplication of this square 10. 10 into 10 is 100, right? How can I write this particular functionality using map? This is my input list. Okay, input list here as a number, then square function name, this function name here, then map keyword at the end, and then list. If you see, I'm able to get it, the square of the numbers. So map accepts what? Function name here and an iterable object. It will return a map object, and we cannot directly interpret what that map object is because it's a kind of an address. So we convert it into a list. Once we convert into a list, now it's in readable format. So number, this is a list, map, square, like this. Now let's take another example. This is my input. Okay, numbers, this list is my input. Okay, now I want squares of these elements. What can I do? I can, so here I was using a function, right? Square was a function, and lambda is also a function, right? You remember lambda is a function. Lambda functions are small anonymous functions defined using lambda keyword. So lambda is also a function, right? And what does map do? Map accepts function here, right? Functions and then iterable. So this complete, the highlighted part is a function, right? So let me where is that? So let me try to give it. So syntax is like map, then func, and then star iterable. It's like this. This is our syntax. Function name. Okay, let me keep it here. Map function name is what? Lambda. Okay, this is my complete function. Usually when I was creating a function, how I was creating like this using a def keyword, then the function name. But what I'm doing here is, because lambda doesn't have a dedicated name, it's just use a keyword as in lambda. So lambda, and then this is my logic which I need to uh, uh, conclude, or which I need to evaluate. Okay, here also I'm evaluating something, right? I want to evaluate this multiplication. Here also I'm evaluating. Okay, this is my input. X is my input. From where this x value will come? Via this iterable. This numbers will give, it will iterate like we iterate in for loop, right? This number will give one element here first, and then it will perform the multiplication, and then it will produce the output as a map, and then that will be converted into a list, and we will get this output. Are you able to get this? Okay, now let's take one more example. Map multiple iterables. Okay, let me bring that syntax so it's easy for you to understand. So this is my syntax. I have these two lists as an input. Okay, so initially what will I have to do? I have to keep the function name. This is my function. Okay, this is lambda is my function name. These are my inputs. Okay, x and y are my input, and this is my expression which I need to evaluate. Okay, if you remember, lambda, arguments, and expression which I need to evaluate. So map, yeah, lambda, arguments, and then the function I need to evaluate. So this, the highlighted part is what? This is function name, right? Lambda is a function. This is function name. Here I can keep iterables. So numbers 1 and numbers 2. Iterables means what? I can run a loop on them. So numbers 1 is a list. I can run a loop on list, right? I can run a loop on another list also. So I kept those iterables here. Then I converted, I was using a map here, right? So map accept function and then iterables. It will return a map object. To understood or interpret that map object, I use a list and then I run this. So if you see 1 plus 4, 5, 2 plus 5 is a 7, and 6 plus 3 is a 9. I got the output. Any doubts so far?
We will go ahead and review it again over and over
Yeah,
to
okay.
yes, but the logic of it. And what's your best advice for us to remember everything? Like, no, it's
It just about the practice, because I mean in Python you will have to deal with multiple functions, right? So Your habit should be in a way like you are familiar with. If you see, let's say there is something called as coroutines, cache in Python. So once you do practice of all these, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you will have an habit of understanding how Python is working. You can directly go on Google and try to search for.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed our session at LWP Labs. For more videos like this, you can subscribe to our channel and contact the number for live classes. The future is now with AI.